Hello everyone, my name is Clantus and welcome to my YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So the Thabo Bester matter continues because today it collected 3 more suspects, and the 3 suspects appeared in the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court today, where one of them was charged with aiding and abetting the escape of Thabo Bester. Of course, they say aiding and abetting the escape of an inmate from lawful custody. I think that's the charge. And then 2 of the accused were accused of 3 charges, which is corruption, aiding and abetting the escape of Thabo Bester, as well as violating a dead body. Okay, I'm not sure why this is important, but these 3 suspects are all male. 1 is 37 years old and 2 47-year-olds. The 3 suspects are former employees of G4S. I call the company G-Force because I think that's the correct way of pronouncing it. I don't know. So the suspects were arrested, like I said, on the 26th of June 2023. That was a Monday, and today, Wednesday, the 28th of June 2023, they were brought before the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court. And when they came to the court, they already had legal representation. The legal representatives, they stood to the court and said that the 3 suspects did not have any prior convictions or pending criminal cases against them, and they also intend on applying for bail for them. So the 3 suspects join accused number 1 to accused number 8, making them accused number 10, 11, and 12. Who are these 3 suspects' names? Accused number 10 is Tabang Meru. He is accused of aiding and abetting the escape of Thabo Bester. Accused number 11 is Jul Mageta. And accused number 12 is Moiketsi Ramatula. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm so sorry if I didn't. And these 2, that is accused number 11 and 12, they are accused of the 3 charges that I mentioned earlier, which is corruption, aiding and abetting the escape of Thabo Bester, as well as a violating of a dead body. So once the 3 suspects appeared before the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court and intended on applying for bail, the state then stood up and sought for postponement for the 3rd of July 2023. That is next week, Monday. So as you know from the previous accused, that once an accused intends on applying for bail, then bail investigations will ensue. Basically, this is where the SAPS will have to now go and investigate a number of things. The first thing they will have to check is that, are you a flight risk? Meaning, do you have passports? If you have passports, where have you traveled to? Secondly, the home address that you provided to the magistrate's court today, if it is that address that you live at, or you have a different address. I think the third thing that they're going to look at is your responsibilities. Are you married? Do you have children? What are your responsibilities? If you are the sole breadwinner, how that is going to affect the family when you are held in custody waiting for your trial. So all those sort of investigations are going to take place, which will determine at the end of the day if the state is going to oppose bail or not. If the state does not oppose bail, that means number 1, you are not a flight risk, and they will not have any issue with you being granted bail. Now, I was looking at these 3 gentlemen. They actually waited for their turn to get arrested, which I think it was a good thing, considering the fact that if they had to be found by the police, that would have reduced their chances of getting bail. Basically, they were going to be considered as flight risks. But I think the state, they are still going to oppose bail against the 3, because at the end of the day, this is a Thabo Bester matter, and the suspects cannot be trusted. But from where I am sitting, I think they did the right thing by not running away. They were found where the police found them, because that kind of works in their favor when it comes to bail application. So what are my thoughts about this entire case? I think by now you already know that I have an issue where so far we are only getting the small fish. Where's the big fish? Who are the people that authorized these small fish to, in fact, instructed them to execute everything that was executed in order for Thabo Bester to escape from Mangaung Correctional Center. There is no way that junior people will be the ones that are taking these decisions without somebody at the top. Who are these big fish and why are they protecting these big fish? Is it possible that some of the management or managers of G4S are responsible in this and they are using their money and power to ensure that they are protected? Are they the same people who went before Parliament and made fools of South Africans about Thabo Bester escape? Because remember, they were adamant that it was Thabo Bester, meaning Katlego Bereng's body. They were adamant that that was Thabo Bester. He did not escape. So yeah, give us the big fish. Let us trust this process, because right now it's looking a little shaky. Yes, it's all good and well that these small fish are getting caught, brought before a court, basically to start spilling the beans, because we need to know who are these people. There are conversations that are happening outside of this case. People are speculating that politicians are involved. I'm saying I believe there's a syndicate or a syndication or a network of criminals who steal people's bodies and they use prisoners that are serving lifetime in prison as their banks, basically money laundering or concealing their wealth from the taxman. So they're using a prisoner because they know this person is in prison for life, especially Thabo Bester. I think is facing 65 years. And so they thought he was a good candidate to do whatever it is that they needed to do to conceal their wealth, because the taxman and I think the Reserve Bank has their eyes on them. I think some finance intelligence center also has their eye on all of us. As long as you have money in your account and you do some transactions, those monies are followed by the intelligence. So probably they want to ride under the radar by using prisoners to hold their monies and things of that nature. So that is why both Thabo Bester, they were given leeway to walk in and out of prison, go to some expensive resorts, have girlfriends, come in and have conjugal relationships in the prison. So the question is, how many other prisoners are doing exactly this? How many other Thabo Besters are out there? How many of them that actually managed to escape and never came back after the Thabo Bester matter itself broke out? What is the Minister of Justice and Correctional Service has on his hands regarding this issue? We need to know. There are so many questions in my head regarding this case, and I'm not quite sure if we are ever going to get the answers, as long as they are still arresting the small fish. I hope one of these small fish one day will sing like a canary, because at first we thought Dr. Nandipha Magudumana was singing like a canary, but instead she became a choir conductor. So the police and the investigators, they were following her instructions. So who is the altos and the bass and the tenors, sopranos, and goodness knows what else that is creating this song that is making her to dance. Hey, we all saw when she got out of that police van, the lady had clothes upon clothes on her as if she just came back from Mall of Africa from doing shopping. She had no shackles on, and yet we do see other prisoners being shackled coming out of the van. Rosemary Ndlovu, I mean, I don't know if you saw her, how many times when she had to be taken to court from the van, she was handcuffed all the way into the court. But when it comes to Dr. Nandipha Magudumana, the only time we see her in shackles is when she's walking into the courtroom. What about outside when they're coming from the Kroonstad female prison to Bloemfontein Magistrates Court? So those are the things that are a little bit upsetting, and then the police keep making South Africans fools by coming with all these excuses and all these stories about how our vans are so protected and how a prisoner should not be handcuffed because we are preventing injuries, and yet other people are treated like dogs. How's that possible? Why should people accept all of that? Please, can we get to the bottom of this so that we can start having the trial and end this matter once and for all? It's becoming boring now. No, It's not boring. It's interesting. I like it. But some people are starting to get bored. Finally, my other question is the Hawks. What jurisdiction don't they have in this matter? Because I feel like if they are a special unit, an elite unit, they should have some jurisdiction. They should have a way of investigating this as fast as possible and start making arrests, especially the big fish. Starting from G-Force. The G-Force management, all the way, why aren't they brought before court? Because this is criminal negligence that they committed. They may have not known about it, but this happened under their watch. It's like a parent who carelessly leaves a gun in the house and the child takes the gun and then accidentally blows themselves up or blows somebody else. Who gets arrested is the parents. Is the parents for criminal negligence. This Thabo Bester escape was criminal negligence on the part of the G-Force management. Why aren't they brought before the court? I want to know. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like. If you didn't like the video, give it a like anyway. Also, leave me a comment down below and let me know if you have your own questions and own suspicions and what do you think about these 3 accused that appeared before the magistrate's court today. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, do subscribe and don't forget to click the bell notification so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Share this video far and wide, and also let me say thank you for watching. I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.